little too small, but we'll see. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pull it out. Slap that dough. Okay. We have some sort of functional I have to say, like, I know it's just practice and like you get better at it, etc. That's probably number one reason why I don't make bread. It's just handling dough is just difficult. It's one of those things, obviously you do get better with time, but still. I could also get better at juggling, but I don't. There's no real need to get better at juggling. Ah, no! Not quite in the centre. Okay, there we go. Now, my expert method of non-plastic consumable sealing of the thing. I'll put that there, and that on top, and then something heavy. That's not really heavy. What's heavy? That's probably fine. It's not like it needs to be airtight. I just needed to weigh it down a little bit. What's that? Sorry, I half read it, but I didn't read it fully. It's no stickier than focaccia dough. That turns out okay. Yeah, fair enough. Focaccia dough. Yeah, I think getting into bread making and dough making is like just a bottomless pit. Oh, I've seen the people on the internet. They just make absurd amounts of videos and the amount of like, here's how you make the perfect sourdough starter, here's how you make the perfect XYZ bread, blah blah blah. What I don't understand is why people hype sourdough so much. Because from what I can tell, sourdough is a kind of bread that is not bread. It's just like a shell and there's lots of holes in it. So it's like the absence of food, because allegedly doing a sourdough properly, you just make a shell with lots of holes and there's no food inside it. So, I'm sure that comment will probably make some Mediterranean countries like furious. Anyway, this needs to rest for 30 to 45 minutes. And then we dough. Okay, so it's basically ready to go after that time. There's nothing else. Okay, while we're doing that, side mission here to do creme brulees properly. I'm sick. Last time didn't go too well, and I got pretty mad. So, I've read expert techniques. Oh, that pan's a little shallow. I'm not using that one. Using a water bath, using a, in addition to the water bath, new pan too. Epic, I can make brownies and stuff. And crucially, I can make creme brulees properly. Because it's the right size. So, firstly, it actually said to use a towel. Now, I'm not sure how specific of a towel it needs to be, but the goal allegedly was to keep it off the bottom of the hot iron to stop heat transfer. So I think a single layer of paper towel is sufficient to achieve that purpose. Bang. One, two, three, four, ready to go. Now, the mixture itself, it should have four yolks? Oh, what if I actually had the recipe? I was reading it on the other computer. Let's just Google. Well, this is start gonna go downhill very quickly. Because there's going to be a million recipes here and they're all going to be wrong and they're going to make me mad. Okay, the one I was looking at didn't have any BS fancy double boiler or anything like that. It was essentially just get some yolks, put some sugar in, get some hot cream, mix them and stick them in the oven straight away. Do not faff about with any other ridiculous, complicated double boilers, get XYZ temperature. And it was also from like a professional pastry chef, so I trust it. Yeah, this one looks like kind of what I was aiming for. Okay, this one's doing vanilla pod. This is basically exactly the recipe that I read, just obviously from a generic BBC Food Good website. Okay. Oh, how many? So it's 4, okay. So 5 yolks. Pulses. Personally, I find some of the precision touted around bread dough recipes a bit annoying. Most of them are pretty rustic or peasant food in origin. Pastry making, yeah. Fair enough. That's food for posh people. Did we get it at 6? Oh no, there's still more to go. Step 6A, you're probably thinking of, this goes all the way up to 14! Now, where's the wine step? Let's look closely here, Meg, for where the wine step gets injected. Here, it's a step 11A. After you put them in the oven for 30 minutes, then you pour your glass of wine, because you can just chill out for a few minutes. That's step 11A of this recipe. Alright, anyway. Hot cream. You probably don't even need a saucepan if you like micromanage this recipe to perfection. You can just use a microwave. Now, where is the cream I plan on using for this? I had some cream. What's today's date? No, I think this is it. That's good. Good cream. Yeah, so let's just more or less just follow this recipe. Oh, it's calling for whole milk. Okay, I was not expecting that. Oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, should I? Now stand by, this is going to be paranoid now. I want to compare it. up. Alright, so the perfect ratio here is in Dìreach. What's going on? Welcome. We are messing up creme brulees yet again. We're not. This time it will be perfect. Let me get a calculator. How's your Monday going in Dìreach? Did you buy your Steam Deck? Alright. What is... So 12. This is by... the pastry chef's recipe that I just referred to had the yolks by number, not weight. Let's 1.5 litres divided by 12 yolks, that's 3. Okay, so 500 mils of cream, which I'm pretty sure I've got. Your sleeve doesn't have cat hair. No, you are correct. I washed my attire. You know what got me? This thing right here. I'm pretty sure one day we were making chocolate something, and the brown in the cocoa has never left the bow ever. It's permanently there. Maybe if I apply some like industrial strength bleach, it will come out. But yeah. Those are good. Those are pretty cool commands that you guys are using on my channel. One day I'll make sure that they do something. I'll put in special commands. How many Puss in Boots movies are there, by the way? Oh, it probably shouldn't be that hot. Yeah, 160. Okay. There's nothing in there. Alright, let's put that aside. Ramekin's ready to go. I'll move them a little bit to the centre so they're not close, as close to the edge. Okay. So I'm not exactly following that recipe. I was more just using it for inspiration. I'm actually following the chef's recipe because I just simply trust that person more. Where's my weighing machine? One, 2, 3. I need more cream. That was only 400 grams. Onwards. What's that? Never even heard of that. Okay, that's enough cream. I see. More Pixar. You know, I think Pixar animators and story writers these days, they're just trying to I think it's all the writers just having bets. It's too late, I just saw your comment then, Meg. That's a good idea though, put 100 mils of milk in the cream container and get the last out. That's fair. I should have done that, eh? What I'll do is I need to get, what are those things they have in labs that like hold glass bottles? Like the stands. I get one of them and get a clamp and then I can hold the bottle upside down and let it slowly drip out. Anyway, there's that. I'm going to put the vanilla in there. Well, I don't have a vanilla pod, so we're just going to use the next best thing, which is some vanilla bean paste. don't know how much I should use, so I just gave it a good squeeze. I need a bowl for doing all this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Pixar is just the writers betting each other if they can like make the audience of their next movie cry, basically. Ah, now you're thinking. That's a big brain move, actually. Let's see if she'll go for it. Actually, you know what? Just simply cutting it in half would then give me the opportunity to get a spatula in there and like completely. You're complicating it. Stop listening to you. Only briefly. I'll continue listening to you shortly, but for now, I just want to finish this. So, based on the calculations, 4 yolks. These are quite large yolks, I think it'll be fine. Let's put this here. Oh, I need to get a... I'd love to get like a... Oh, as if that didn't crack it. Jeez, these... Okay, that's actually the worst egg crack I've ever done in my life. And I've broken the yolk. It's basically a write-off there. That whole thing's a write-off. There's even shell in there. That's... Don't look at that. Please apologise to the chicken. Bloody hell. Oh, the cat appeared. Let's do the thing now. Here we go. No, scissors aren't going to work here. I need to get my dodgy I'm a tough guy knife. Where is it? Alright, here we go. Mission accomplished. I have performed the action that you... We have the bottom of the cream container with some cream. I will zoom out and we will now see if this idea is functional. Oh, hang on, where do I need to stand? Over here somewhere. Oh. Yes! Expert! We have cat engagement of the cream leftovers. A big fan of it so far. I need a ground level camera, that's what I need. Oh no, it's not that famous. She's already bored. Licking the lips a fair bit. Nah. The rest down the sink. She got a tiny lick out of it. It was good for that. Okay, anyway. there, that there. Let me stir that thing over there. Get a spoon just to distribute the vanilla bean paste into the cream. I'll put that on low while it simmers. Let's do these eggs correctly, hopefully.